Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. My name's Timmy the Toy Time King, and sorry for not uploading yesterday. If you saw my tweet on Twitter, I thought the content I was recording yesterday was just utter trash. I was misplaying. Don't know what was happening yesterday, but it wasn't a good day for me on Pokemon. So today won't be a battle video. It'll just be a discussion opinion video yet again. And today's topic is five Pokemon I wish were better competitively. And like the reason why I would pick these five Pokemon is either because I just generally like them overall as a mon, like the design, but wish they were better in competitive. Because the Pokemon I'm going to place on this list are trash levels. Some are more trash than others, but they aren't as good as competitive in retrospect to OU. So these Pokemon are trash when it comes to OU and just in basic competitive Pokemon, to be honest. But anyways, we're gonna start off with the first one. We're gonna go on team build and type in. Don't care about format. Well, the first Pokemon I want to start off with is on Pheasant. Now, on Pheasant is by far the worst regional flying. I honestly think Noctowl is better than on Pheasant. Like Noctowl has actually found a niche in PU, while on Pheasant can't do nothing in PU. But anyways, like on Pheasant is just lacking in a lot. Is lacking in speed. Is lacking in defenses. It's just lacking in like a lot of things. Like the worst thing for on Pheasant is the fact that it lacks a flying move. Like, let me just filter out flying. Just look at the moves it gets, and you'll understand why. Its strongest move is Sky Attack, and that has no competitive viability whatsoever because it's not worth it to run a Sky Attack at all. So then the strongest move you then get is Fly, but come on, that's just free setup for any Pokemon that has setup moves. Then you have Aerial Ace, so it has to rely on Aerial Ace most of the time. But if we look at the positives, at least it has 115 attacks. So, maybe if Game Freak in the future decide to give it an actual good move pool with actually flying moves, maybe if it gets Brave Bird Gen 8, that 115 attack can actually pay off. But as of now, it can't do anything. It's resorted to use Tailwind and what's it move Hypnosis just to actually find a niche because it's just such a trash offensive mon. Like I'd rather use Toucan. Like Toucan slower, but actually has a good move pool and can actually use Toucan with its abilities. Like Super Luck, you're like I've seen air cut sets. That's how bad it's been. Like people have to run special on Pheasant and use air cutter. Because at first I used to think air cutter was like a physical move, but it's not. It's a special move. And if you've seen on Pheasant special attack, it just does not work out whatsoever. But I wish on Pheasant was slightly better because I actually do like on Pheasant, good design and comes from Gen 5, so it can't be that bad. Like design wise, it can't be that bad. But anyways, second Pokemon, we got another Gen 5 one. We got Beartic. Now, if you guys didn't know, Beartic's my favorite ice type Pokemon. I just really love this Pokemon so much. Just such a cool mon. Used it on my black and white playthrough when I first got black and white back in the day. But enough about reminiscing about the past. We're here to speak about why Beartic could be better. Now, Beartic has a pure ice typing, and ice type isn't the best defensive typing in the world, as you all know. It's probably one of the worst defensive typings, along with like rock and grass. But anyways, Beartic's weak to stealth rocks, which is never really a good thing in like actual good competitive Pokemon, and it has four weaknesses to pretty common typings like fighting and fire. But anyways, the stats. Sure, Beartic got buffed in Gen 7, 110 attack to 130. Maybe they put that in speed, like maybe they gave it a speed buff, but that's all I'm asking. Because 50 base speed, Beartic is supposed to be a sweeper under rain or hail because it got slush rush this generation. But anyways, Beartic is supposed to be a sweeper. You can't sweep with 50 base speed. I'm sorry, but no matter how high your attack is or however decent your defenses are, 50 base speed isn't helping out anyone, and it gets outsped by a lot of Scarf Mons, even at +2, which is honestly really sad. And the thing is, Beartic has a pretty shallow move pool, to be honest. You always know what it's going to be running. It's going to be running Ice Cold Crash because that's the best stab move it actually gets because of its pure ice typing. Like Beartic was walked on ice, then it would actually be a somewhat better rain sweeper, but it's pure ice type, unfortunately. But it runs Ice Cold Crash. It has superpower. You know it's going to be running superpower. Stone Edge. You could go for SD to boost that attack, but yeah, that's its main move pool. You always know what it's going to be running, unfortunately. But the thing is, I think Beartic needs higher speed, maybe 80 base speed to actually be worth using above any other like rain sweepers or hail sweepers. Even though there isn't that much hail sweepers because Slush Rush came out in Gen 7, but you guys know what I mean. Anyways, third Pokemon I'm going to be talking about is Electivire, and oh, this is the Pokemon that's had the biggest fall from grace in however many years, man. Like if you guys didn't know, Electivire was actually in OU in Generation 4. It's shocking, isn't it? How this Pokemon, one of the most unviable Pokemon in PU right now, was in OU in Generation 4. But you see, Power Creep is a thing, and you guys should believe that. But anyways, Electivire, I have four words for you actually, which basically sums up Electivire in a nutshell. Physical electric types suck, and the reason why physical electric types suck is because they have a very bad move pool. Like if you've seen any physical electric type, probably apart from Tapu Koko because he's a legendary, so he's a net from the syndrome of poor physical electric types. But they have a very shallow move pool. They barely get a lot of physical moves to actually use, and they actually resort to using their special moves just because the special attack instead, because their special move pool is always better than their physical one. But anyways, Electivire only doesn't have that going for it. Has a predictable move set as well. You always know it's gonna carry Wild Charge because that's the best thing it can actually run. It's physical electric type. And it's gonna have Earthquake just for coverage because who wouldn't want to be using Earthquake? Very strong neutral coverage move. You get Ice Punch and you get Cross Chop, and it just gets outclassed at the end of the day. Like Electivire used to be strong back in the day just because 95 base speed back in Gen 4 was honestly god tier. I wouldn't say god tier, but it was very strong. And 123 attack was unseen at the time for just a regular mon like Electivire. Because, yeah, 123 was actually decent back then. But now gets outclassed by faster electric types, whether they be physical or special. Mostly special because, as I said, physical electric types suck, apart from like Zekrom and Koku. But yeah, Electivire is just outclassed at this point. I feel sorry for it at this point. And maybe Game Freak gave it the same base speed as its pre-evolution Electabuzz, or actually gave if electric types actually got a better physical move apart from Wild Charge, then would be alright. Like people were saying, give Electivire Plasma Fist, Zeraora's signature move, 100 base power without recoil. Like we need electric type moves like that because Wild Charge isn't cutting it anymore. Wild Charge is honestly a trash move, but that's for another video. I'll make a video on why physical electric types suck it more in depth and why Wild Charge is just a shit move in general. But anyways, number 4, we got Kingler. Now, you're going to see a lot of favorites here, but Kingler is my favorite water type as well. I Heart Gold days, Soul Silver days. Yeah, I'm reminiscing the past again, but basically this guy was on my team. Guillotine never missed. It never ever missed. I don't recall it missing at all. But anyways, enough about that. But anyways, moving on to Kingler. We'll start off with the negative first. You see that speed is just really bad, subpar. And you see that special defense stat with that HP stat. Kingler gets one shot by any strong special attack, unfortunately, which is a shame because it has 130 attack, so it's actually doing a lot of damage. And Kingler, it has gotten better since like the beginning of Gen 7, since Ultra Sun Moon came out. It got Sheer Force. Yeah, that's its hidden ability that I got in Gen 6, Gen 5. But, it got Liquidation in Ultra Sun and Moon. So it can actually use Sheer Force as an ability to actually hit things properly. And it does a lot of damage, I'm not lying. Like, Kingler's probably the one that's have the most improvements out of the Pokemon on the list just because of Liquidation. Liquidation has made Kingler so much better right now. And agility boosts its speed +2, so even 75 base speed can become even better than that. And if you run Life Orb, you're not taking recoil, and Liquidation is just hitting everything that doesn't resist it, which is really good. So Kingler has gotten slightly better, but if I was to make Kingler better, I would boost its. I wouldn't really boost the special defense. Would leave it, but maybe get its speed to 80 or something, just cause 75 is just in the middle and you're getting outsped by base 80s that can kill you quite easily. But anyways, moving on to the last Pokemon of today's video, we got Zeb Striker. Now you're gonna hear the 4 words again. Physical electric types suck. And Zeb Striker is even a worse case than Electivire in this section. You look at Zeb Striker's move pool, like just look at it. Where is its physical coverage? Like if I type in physical, we're gonna look at his coverage, and we're just gonna see trash. We're just gonna see utter trash. Like the majority of its coverage is normal. Like normal is not the best coverage typing in the world because it doesn't hit anything super effectively and is resisted by two types, so it's not really the best. But as a striker, god damn, there's no saving Zeb striker at this point. Look at his offensive stats. 180 is just terrible, and your force run special just because its attack, his attack and physical move pool is just so bad that your force run special at this point. And another case that Zeb Striker has is the predictable move set. You know he's gonna run T Volt Volt Switch Overheat or and a hidden power, whether that would be hidden power grass in terms of PU to hit Gastrodon or just another hidden power like Ice if you want to use an OU to hit like Landorus or Gliscor. But anyways, like Zeb Striker has nothing going for it at all apart from his speed. And even then, more fast Pokemon have been introduced with like base 130 speed that can just deal with it quite easily. So it's a very frail one as well, even more frail than Electivire. So it's going down. Like I see no reason to use Zeb Striker at all. Like if they want to make Zeb Striker a better mon, give it a good physical move pool and buff its attack. Please, 100 doesn't cut it anymore. Like without any setup moves to boost that attack, 100 doesn't cut it. Like you see Zygarde, the Zygarde has 100 attack. Zygarde C has 100 attack, but they have Dragon Dance to boost that terrible attack. But Zebstrika has nothing, so that's why Zeb Striker is on the list. But guys, I'm gonna make another video of this 5 more Pokemon that I think could be better in competitive Pokemon. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you really enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more content. Really want you guys to subscribe because if you like my content, you should subscribe and come back. Check out my Twitter link will be down in the description. And without further ado, guys, thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.